Why don't you eat reef fish?
Well, some of them are a little bit higher in mercury content. And then I just am not really so privy to the flavor. Like I find grouper to be quite fishy compared to other things like mahi or salmon. I prefer deep water fish, and mostly for health benefits too. Like the seafood and the fish that I try to eat, I try and make sure that they're like high in omega-3s, so fattier fish.
What
Something
about
like
snapper?
grouper is not
The
fatty.
snapper-
Snapper I love.
Okay.
I mean, snapper is like kind of a reef fish too, but like hog snapper, I wouldn't say no to it.
No, hog snapper is really good. I
Yeah.
had fried hog snapper somewhere just recently. It was really good.
Yeah, especially like in the Keys. There's no way I'm saying no to that.
And sometimes though, you also have to be really careful. When I was on my honeymoon with my wife, we were in Maui, and we went to this place and they had this. It was called Hawaiian butterfish, is what they served. It was called Hawaiian Walu, is what they called it. And it was like this. We ordered it. It was with rice. It tasted so good. We both got violently ill from this stuff.
No.
Okay. And then I looked it up. I'm like, what is this? The Hawaiian Walu butterfish was actually like a form of Escolar, something like that, with like this huge content of oil.
Yeah.
Like some form of oil that like you just don't digest properly.
Yeah.
And then I started Googling it. It turns out it's illegal in like multiple countries.
Yeah.
And they're just serving it. And I was like,
Yeah.
Hawaiian Walu. Like I thought, I was thinking it was Wahoo, but it was Walu. I got really sick. And then I was down here, but you would think that like it just wouldn't be allowed to be served. But I went to a restaurant down here in Fort Lauderdale. It was a well-known restaurant. I'm like, forgetting the name of it, but it's in right in Fort Lauderdale. And one day they're like, oh, we have a special. It's Hawaiian Walu. And I'm like, no way. I'm like, are you letting people know that this is like not good for consumption?
So that actually was a really common fish that was sold in sushi restaurants raw.
Yeah.
And it was called white tuna. They give it a bunch of different names, but the real name for it is Escolar. Yeah. And yes, it has such a high fat content that some people get violently sick. Like, so anytime I see white tuna or white fish in a sushi restaurant, I'll always like substitute that. I'm like, just put regular tuna, no white tuna for me, because maybe they shouldn't be using it, but you can't guarantee that they're not. And oftentimes you might ask somebody, what is the white tuna? And most of the time the waiter doesn't know. So I just say stick to what you know. But yeah, Escolar is something that will make you, I mean, not dangerously ill, but like you will be in a lot of stomach pain and you will be using the bathroom for a few days.
It can mess you up. Escolar.
Yeah, Escolar. Escolar, white tuna, it's all that fish.
It's all the same thing.
And it's not tuna. It's not a form of tuna at all. They just renamed it that.
Yeah, not a form of tuna. Like it kind of looks like a tuna maybe, like when they fish for it, but I don't even know. I just know that it was, that's a disgusting fish. I forget.
It did not make you feel good.
I was researching it, and I researched the oil, and it was like this super high. There was a very specific name of the type of oil that it had, like an oil ester or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It doesn't sit well with most people. I feel like, there's a lot of places that don't allow that to be served because it can make you so very sick. Yeah.
You know? All right. So you guys don't sell.
No, we don't sell
fish.
Escolar. No.